Hello, everybody. I'm working out day 52, rolling the dice. All right, so up front, I say put import random at the top. And then I say create a count variable and set it equal to 0. And then do a for loop for x in range, and then 100,000. 5 zeros. And then inside the loop, store a random number from 1 to 6 in a variable dice1. So dice1 equals, and I give you the code random.randint 1, 6. That gives us a random number from 1 to 6. And then store another random number in the same way to a variable dice2. So I'm going to just copy this, paste it twice. Dice2. Now we have 2 dice. And they're going to be a random number each time it goes through the loop. And what we're going to do here is say if dice1 plus dice2 equals 7. This is what the problem is. How many times out of 100,000 rolling 2 dice will they add up to 7? You know, that's like 3 plus 4, 2 plus 5, or 1 plus 6. But if it adds up to 7, we're going to say count equals count plus 1. And then right here, I'm going to backspace twice because we want to be outside of the for loop. We're going to print probability of rolling 2 dice that add to 7. And I'm going to say, so the answer here is count divided by 100,000. 1 and then 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see how this works. Yep. And see how the number is pretty close to what it's supposed to be. The directions say, like, the theoretical probability is 0.167, and we got 0.166, which is pretty darn good. Pretty darn close. You know, it's random, so it's not going to be exactly anything, but it's obviously very close to what it's supposed to be. And then in my instructions, I also asked you to write below that, print out how many rolls that was. So I did it like this. I put an open parentheses and then a comma and then count rolls out of 100,000. So you'll see that this looks nice like this. Probability, and then it has that text down below. And then I'm going to print a blank line because we're going to do more. That's part 1. All right. And then you go on to the next page. And for part 2, I'm asking you to calculate the probability of rolling 3 dice and getting 3 ones. So literally, don't copy the import random, but copy from the count all the way down, all the code you've already done, copy it, click down here and paste. You might put a comment here that says part 2, just so you can keep track of what's going on. And for part 2, I say, I said change it so you're rolling 3 dice. So let's look at the dice. You got dice 1, you got dice 2. You can copy the dice 2 line and change the variable to be dice 3. I mean, let's follow a pattern. It makes it more predictable. And then an easy way to check if you got 3 ones is if dice 1 plus dice 2 plus dice 3 equals 3. Right? Because if each one is the number 1 through 6. So if you add them all together and you get 3, that means you got 3 ones. So that's it. We've got this probability of rolling, let's change our text, 3 dice that, I don't want to say that add to 3, that are all equal to 1. And let's see. Probability, and your number is very close to mine. I got 465 rolls out of 100,000, and this time we got 444. You know, very close out of 100,000. 465, 444, almost the same. So that's part 1 and part 2. And then I'm asking you to copy your part 2 and paste it one more time down here for part 3. Change that to part 3. For part 3, we're seeing how many times you roll a Yahtzee. And a Yahtzee, if you're familiar with that game, is you have 5 dice, and a Yahtzee is when you roll the same number on all 5 dice. So we need 5 dice. So I just copied the line 3, and I'm going to change there to be a 4, and then also a 5. All right, and now we can't do it by adding them up, because if you had 5 ones, it'd be equal to to 5, and if you had 5 twos, it'd be 10, and so on. But we can. I do give you a way to do it. I put it in the PDF, and I'd recommend you just copy it out of there. It is this code, and we'll probably have to fix the tabbing. It's so it has to be the same level here. Dice, it's the dice, the if. So I'm saying if dice 1 is equal to dice 2, and then there's the keyword and, dice 2 is equal to dice 3, and dice 3 is equal to dice 4, and dice 4 is equal to dice 5. I think by copying it, I ended up with a line break there, so I just had to fix that. You could tell, move this way over, and it should all be, clearly on one line instead of on 2 lines, because if it ends up on 2 lines, it won't work. So that whole crazy thing, if all that stuff's true, then we know we got a Yahtzee. This has to be tabbed in twice. So see, we've got the level where the dice are, the if is right here, and the count number has to be in 1. And then finally, the print line has to be all the way to the left like it is. Probability of rolling a Yahtzee. A Yahtzee. And I love how there's a little pause while it's thinking, because it takes it time to do 100,000 tests, But that's it. That's the requirement for today. I did say I'll give you extra credit if you report how many of which Yahtzee you got. Like, say we got 10 Yahtzees with 1 and 8 Yahtzees with 2 and that sort of thing. And I'm not going to do that for you. It's extra credit. I will say I used a list to keep track of how many times the Yahtzee was a 1 and how many times the Yahtzee was a 2. But there's lots of ways you can do it. You don't need a list variable. You could just have a variable to keep track of each type of Yahtzee. And you could add another little if statement right here. You need 5, 6 if statements, 1 for each Yahtzee type, Or you could do it with a list variable. I'm going to leave it up to you. And that part's optional. So I hope this helped.